guys, it's Ian at SS8000 Cards and welcome back to the drive. But in the drive today we've got this 540C which was delivered this morning, and I'm not going to do a major chat on it right now, but I just wanted to let you see how fantastic looking it is. Now this is the baby of the McLaren range, if such a thing exists. Still produces 540 HP, so it's a very quick car in its own right, and it's just softened a little, and the edges are softened a little, and the suspension's softened a little, and the gearbox isn't quite as frantic in terms of changing gears. It's just an everyday McLaren, if such a thing existed. Now quite clearly they have retained the low slung looks of the 570 range, and it's basically a 570 with a slightly detuned 3.8 V8 twin turbo engine. So it's basically the same engine but slightly detuned for the 540, and then the suspension has been slightly softened in its softer settings, and the gearbox is slightly less aggressive, as I said. But I think it's a major looker, guys. Wow. Now I've really literally only had it out to the petrol station, so right this minute in time it's a bit difficult to tell you what it's going to be like on an everyday basis, but we have it for a couple of weeks and I'm really looking forward to putting it through the motions. So to get into it, we have the McLaren key here, which is lock, open and boot release, and if you tap the twice, everything opens up nicely. Lift the passenger's door. I think it may be because the passenger's door didn't actually release there. It may be just on the driver's door that tapping the entry button on the fob actually opens the drive. Actually, just takes the driver's door from being closed, so you can just lift it without having to press the button. Lovely spec inside this one, and as you can see, as it's more of a Grand Tourer and an everyday car, it's all leather inside. Very high quality leather. Leather across the roof, leather on the dash, and then you have the 540C plaque on the centre console. Otherwise, very much standard McLaren fare, and we'll go through it in a bit more detail. You can see that the car has the carbon MonoCell 2, and compared to the 675 we've got, it's significantly lowered at the front. It is much easier to get in and out of, no question, although that is genuinely also helped by the sports seats rather than the bucket racing seats, which McLaren also offer as an option. I don't know whether it's an option on this particular car, but certainly on the 570S you can have the bucket seats. But again, I think on this type of car, even the 570S, unless I was going to use it on the track on a regular basis, I think I'd opt for these. Seem to be very comfortable. This doesn't have the carbon pack, so it doesn't have the extended paddle shifters. It doesn't have the carbon around the center console, the infotainment center and the sat nav, or down along the center console here, which has the handling and the powertrain buttons. But still, very nice environment. And then if I just pull this forward briefly, just let you have a quick peek, you can actually get like 2 or 3 soft bags in there. So I think this car makes for a very nice long distance tourer. I'm really very impressed with it. And then of course McLaren has retained the dihedral doors. However, I am assured that now they're actually open at a closer setting to the car. Certainly when the 675 doors are open, I think they're further out. Great front. It's a nice colour combination actually. I'm not sure which colour this is, I'll have to check that, but it's a fairly dark metallic grey with the tan upholstery. It has the Bowers and Wilkins top stereo system. I haven't, other than listening to the radio, I haven't really had time to see what sort of quality that is. All in all, a very smart looking machine. Really impressed with its looks. And over the next few weeks we'll find out whether we're impressed with the way that it drives. Okay guys, well for the moment this is Ian at SS8000 Cars signing off, and make sure you subscribe. Thanks a lot.